Hi Capricorn, this is Aura Lamar with your weekly January 10th to January 16th, 2016 general reading. Happy Cappies. Y'all damn wild goats. I love you guys. I love Capricorns. I really do. A lot of Capricorns I look to, like, for examples when it comes to practical things in life. They have such a level head, and I think it's their level of discernment that gives them that edge. So, let's see. Last week, I don't remember many of my readings once I do them, because I keep no record of the cards that I use, and I don't show every single card on camera. And just this week I've started to keep summaries, which will be in the description box. I'm going to keep summaries and I can go back and recap and recall the theme of the week prior. Well, I remember you guys having all the success around you and feeling and thinking so negatively, and that hurt my heart, because I wish the best for you guys. I really do. Well, let's see what the messages for this week for our Capricorns will be. Happy birthday, by the way. What are you shying away from? Are you shying away from following your spiritual path? Getting more in touch with your spirituality? You have a higher purpose, and you know that. And you may even need a pep talk from someone that you consider spiritual, or an advisor, some type of counselor, mentor, or teacher. Someone you look to for advice, or someone that whose advice you value. Not for just guidance. It may be for reassurance, so that you restore your faith and in your pursuit of higher education or deeper spirituality. There's a level of uncertainty here, as if I don't know, you're so apprehensive. And there may be some disappointments with this. Maybe you're going to a counselor, a marriage counselor. Your matrimony is not so sound as it once was, or it was built on false premises. Maybe something happens to your home that really tests your faith. That's just for Capricorn. Maybe someone around you is getting a divorce. A happy home, what once did you, a home that you once thought was happy. I'm sorry. There's independence here. I call it my single lady card. You can stand on your own too. This situation that hits the fan is not going to destabilize you as much as you think. It's going to be sudden. You see it coming. It's a possibility. It may be a shock to you. It may challenge the beliefs that you've always had. And you'll be fine. You'll survive. Everyone will survive. It's not... But you still have this looming feeling that's present from last week of being betrayed and let down. Like someone did you wrong. That I don't see anybody in these cards doing anything specific. I just see, you know, two people falling from grace. And it's tearing at your heartstrings. It's a very emotional situation that has hit close to home. And you're looking at how to build around this. Maybe it was just the news of this situation happening that has done so much damage to you emotionally and mentally. Don't alienate yourself. Don't alienate yourself. Yes, you're fine. And you can be fine by yourself and all alone. But on some level, you're going to need that social interaction. Even if it is just a distraction. Okay? Because the longer you are alone, the more hurt and pain you'll feel and think about. You're letting it fester and you're letting it marinate. Because it hurts so much. Meditate on that heart chakra for me. You guys, these things are out of your control. They are out of your control. There needs to be some movement from you on the social front. Be communicative. Communicate with someone that you trust and someone that can help you in the situation. Because the situation that's happening here, this separation, this divorce, this sudden upset, this collapse in home and foundation and everything that you thought was secure is not your fault, but you feel betrayed by it. It affects you, yes, but you're taking it personal. You're taking it as an attack to you. And it wasn't about you. It just affects you. Because one moment I see you fine. And I see you adjusting and really focusing on everything that you're accomplishing. But then in the next breath, you know, at one moment you're fine, the next moment you're down in the dumps, woe is me. Like someone tricked you. Like they this is not your burden to bear. It's not your burden to bear. Okay? It wasn't meant to be a burden to you. So I need you to take a moment. Take a step back. Breathe and heal. Please. The thing is, this Ten of Swords, it's on the way out. And that Tower is so sudden. It doesn't last forever. It's so quick, like lightning. It's so sudden. It's how you recuperate afterwards. Let this be your chance to rebuild your beliefs. Not what you've been taught all this time. And you've made these judgments on because of what you've been. And we base our beliefs off of what we've seen growing up, our experiences, and our role models. Realize that even our role models are human. Okay? So just because they came up with their own judgments and beliefs of things doesn't mean that we always have to follow them. People change. Situations change. Our beliefs can change. Someone can go from being atheist to a Christian, Christian to a Muslim, Buddhist to a Taoism. Beliefs change. Okay? And not just in a spiritual or a religious sense, but what you once thought was permanent, set in stone, and you were standing on it, and you were strict on it, that could be restricting you from moving forward, because your beliefs may be outdated. They may be old-fashioned. Trouble don't last always. And see, this is the second week. I've only been reading for 2 weeks online. This is the second week that I've gotten this Ten of Swords for you, Capricorn. And maybe it was a looming feeling that had you feeling this way from last week. And now here the shit hits the fan. Okay, maybe it was your gut feeling that this was on the way. And I need you to realize that you can't control everything. And not everything can be controlled. The universe has a way of doing things its way. Okay? Take what you've been given and expand on it. How can you still build? Okay. Example. I was displaced from a store that I worked at. So I went to another one. Been waiting on this store to be rebuilt for 2 years. The dirt was bad. The dirt was bad. We got displaced from our place of business and had to relocate. Okay. They had to break ground and get rid of the bad dirt so that they could rebuild. The foundation wasn't as solid as you thought. This idea, this situation, this home was not as solid as you thought it was. So when something happens from what you presumed and what you assumed was solid comes crashing down, you're taking it as if it's a personal offense. It may directly affect you, emotionally affect you, I want to say. It's not your fault. You're feeling the aftermath. But it's ending. There's an ending to this. You don't know what kind of leaks and cracks and termites and issues were seeping up through this bad foundation to cause it to crumble in the first place. You're uninformed at this point. Maybe you need to talk to someone about it. Okay? Be a little more social. And not to say that you're gonna tell all your business or anything like that. But get another opinion. Get another opinion. Okay? And really be open to hearing it. Because it's not your fault. And even though you're feeling bad about it, it's okay to feel that way. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just, you can't beat yourself up about it. It was going to happen. It was coming. You seem to have known. You just didn't maybe expect it to be so troubling, so disheartening. Got my rose quartz for you, okay? My rose quartz, and it's pink. You can't even tell. It looks like it's glowing in this picture. Meditate on that heart chakra. I'll see you guys next week, Capricorn, and I wish you the best. Please feel better. Please. I don't want to see that Ten of Swords again. I promise you, if I see it next week, we'll have a problem. A real big problem. Okay? It's not your fault. It's almost over. Bye.